Hi guys, my name is Jacqueline Rose and this is my energy reading for the week of the 29th. So today I pulled 3 cards for you. The first card is Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. And then the second card is a Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So both of them are inner knowings. So funny. I mean, these cards just come together, people. Soul cage, rescue, escape from captivity and restoration. Okay, so I never read this card because it's super long, but this goes very good with both of these cards. So I will start with the Medicine Mother. There is an old pattern arising up in you now, and it is time to deal with it and release it for good. You are being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delay tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step, and then you do. When you do, the next one will present itself to you. Okay, so the next one is, you are moving beyond the illusions that fear has created so that you can be more focused on your priorities and what is serving you on this path. All suffering eventually comes to an end, and acknowledging how you really feel and what is occurring in order for you to feel this way will help you move beyond. Call on Master Buddha now to help you remember you are a part of something that is greater than suffering. The wheel of karma is turning in your favor, and all the acts of kindness and goodness will benefit you. Thoughts may arise now that solve issues in your life, home, relationships, or work. They are being sent to you from your inner teacher, the Buddha within. So, we are all going through trying times, being stuck in our homes, basically having fear shoved down our throat all the time. And it's just a new age of living. And I've posted a lot of things lately about we can't go back to the way things were. The way things were didn't work. And so what happens in our own lives right now, and it's happening for me as well, a lot of issues are being presented. They're coming up, right? And it's for us to deal with them. When you're in close quarters with somebody, you're going to get on each other's nerves, right? Let's say you're not in close quarters with somebody. You are going to be thinking about things that you have shoved below, right? So let's say it's a relationship you're in. Now you're at home, you got nothing to do, and now you have to reevaluate that relationship, right? Say it's a job that you're in and it no longer fulfills you or hasn't fulfilled you in a long time. You don't make enough money. I don't know, a way that you live, your finances are coming up. Definitely for a lot of people, how we've lived from paycheck to paycheck, how we treat each other. Everything is starting to come up, right? Everything is being brought to the surface so we're able to deal with it. And this is telling me that that is part of the process. I know this. I know this for real. Okay, so all these things are coming up within my own life so I can learn to handle them in a different manner. And I can evaluate them. I have we all have plenty of time to evaluate what really brings us joy. Also, this also tells me, because it talked about fear, there's a lot of fear in a lot of people. This brings us and shows us our own mortality. Even though you may be young, I am 37 years old. I have a good immune system. I rarely get sick. I work out. I take vitamins. I'm not too worried, but my husband is type 1 diabetic. Okay, so he is in the high risk. So this brought a lot of things up for me. Fear, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want him to be out. You know, I wanted him to stay at home. These are a lot of issues that come up for myself and my family, right? And I had to push myself to be proactive and not go into the fear. And it is okay to feel fearful. Sorry, people. I want you to feel that. I think it is, I don't want people to shove down emotions. And I also don't want people to, you know, take this lightly. Okay. Even if I didn't get sick, or even if I recovered from it, I have people that I love that may not. This, in my observation, this isn't fake. It's a real disease. It's a real virus. And whatever you believe that has made it, because there's all kinds of theories out there. I don't really feed into any of those theories. I just know what I have in my present day and what I need to deal with it in my present day right now. I need to get my immune system up. I don't know what will happen, but I want to be prepared as possible, right? And so it's okay to be fearful. We're all fearful right now, but I always say, come up with solutions. So after we cry out, because let me tell you, the last 2 weeks I wanted to go in my closet and cry and put a bunch of dirty laundry over me. Okay, that's how I wanted to deal with it. But I couldn't deal with it because I have a husband that's high risk, and I had to clean the house, and I had to get vitamins, and I had to stock up, and I had to make sure that I was level-headed and come up with solutions and not go into that fear. This also brings up a lot, like I was saying earlier, of how I handle things with my husband, how I handle things with my son. Now I got to be a school teacher, which I am not a school teacher. I got to be able to communicate with him well. I have to be able to have a kind of schedule with him. I have to, like, we all have all these things that are coming up. You could be thinking, oh my God, I've had this job and it hasn't been working out for me, and now I've just been laid off, and this is an opportunity for me now. It may not look like it. Nothing looks like an opportunity, not nothing, but a lot of things don't look like an opportunity at first, but these are opportunities. These states that we're in right now are opportunities to be able to heal and to work out the kinks. Okay, this is what's happening around our whole world. Okay, people, it's happening in your own life and around our whole world. It is bringing all the things that we were not doing a very good job at, right? And it's bringing it to the surface. Things are crumbling, so new things can evolve. So when we get out of this, whenever that may be, we can be better. We can choose to be better. We can choose to understand that we're more connected to everybody and everything. Okay, and so we can choose a better way of life, and that's what is happening in our own world, or it will break down the system in your life or in the whole world. Okay, and it is our choice to get on whatever timeline we want as a collective. And so in your own life, it could break you down the system that isn't working for you. If it's your job, if it's your relationship, it's the way you're handling things, it's the way you're eating. I mean, it is your choice to go, am I going to be proactive or am I not going to be proactive? But I'm not saying not to lean into the fear. I want you to be able to feel those feelings, because once all that fear comes up and you cry through it or you work through it, you're able to brush that out of your system and go, okay, what can I do to make this better, right? I'm just very solution oriented. And so I always go, let me feel it, and then let me figure out how we're going to do this the right way. And I think this is what's coming up for everybody. Everybody right now is looking at like all the things that just did not work for us amongst our whole world and amongst our life. Now this last card is a soul cage. I feel like this is perfect because we feel like we're in cages. We're privileged, okay? I live in this house. I have a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2 living room, office house. Like I got gardens, I got everything. Like I still feel like I need to get out, but I'm very privileged. So I still feel caged in this, you know? And there are other people that have it way worse than me. Just people that live in apartments. People like, could you imagine living in an apartment right now? I feel y'all if you do. Because it's like spinning your wheels. And I feel like a lot of us feel caged. Feel caged in our situation. Feel caged in our finances and our relationships. We're just having to look at a lot of things. But this is an opportunity to look at it and find a better solution for it. Our world is evolving right now, and it is our job to try to evolve into a better situation, into a new world, okay? These things have been predicted for a while. And this is the time we've chosen, I believe we have chosen to be here to bring in the new world, okay? And it's our choice to do it with love and compassion, and that's in our own little world and our outer world. And whatever you're seeing, if you're watching the news all the time and you're seeing nothing but fear, and if you're watching, I mean, some of the times I don't want to have judgment on anybody, but sometimes I'm watching people post things online and they're just fear-based. And it's like, you really need to ask yourself, the community of people that you're around, is this going to help them or is this going to hinder them? Is this going to drive them into more fear? I think some people think that they're being helpful, and it is very helpful to know about this disease, this virus. It is very helpful to know how you can protect yourself from it, how you can sanitize. But when we're posting all these things that people are dying, and it's just not helpful. And we want to go into the new world with love and compassion and help. So how do we help everybody? How do we help people get out of their own stress? Like I say, we post things that are loving and funny, and you know, that's how we're going to go into the new world. But it's your choice. It's your choice in your own life. Are you going to be fearful? Which you can be. I'm not saying that's wrong. But I want you to come out of that fear at some point and walk into your new life. And how are you going to handle things from now on? If this ever occurred again, because I'm not saying it won't, because it could. If this ever occurred again, how can you do things differently? Because you can set yourself up better. So look at that. And I think this is what these times are doing. It's making us look real deep down in our own relationships, people. At least for me. I love the people that I live with, that I'm around. I love my husband. I love my family. I love all of it. But when you're around everybody all the time, things come up and you're like, I got to continue dealing with this. But now I can choose to do it in a better manner. I can have a better behavior. I can choose to go into my new life and into my new world with love and compassion, right? That's always my message. So I hope you get something from this, because it spoke to me. It was like all of these really went together so well. Like, it literally says, honor your inner knowing, deep connections, trust your inner voice. What? And then it talks about being a cage. Like, we're all up in a cage right now, in our own mental and emotional cages. Everybody, remember, everybody is going through the same thing right now. Everybody is questioning everything, right? And it's normal and it's okay. But come up with solutions. How do we come up with solutions? If I'm in a job that is a dead-end job, what am I going to do in this moment? I'm going to start looking at a resume. I'm going to start doing something different. If I'm in a dead-end relationship, then how am I going to get out of this relationship and never be in a relationship like this again? I'm telling you, I see people all around me just transforming, but mostly for the better. I hope y'all get something from this. Much love. Hi guys, my name is Jacqueline Rose, and this is my energy reading for the week of the fuck. What's the week again? What fucking day is it, people? What day is it? I don't even know anymore.